What's going on, guys? CTG Matt back. I was looking for Sporkle quizzes a few minutes ago, and I stumbled upon this website called hoopgoat. I don't know if you can see that in the top. Yeah, you can. hoopgoat. It's new. I've never seen this before. It must be new, because I've never heard of it, and I know everything. But they have these different games that I thought were pretty cool, and I wanted to make a video about it. They have a keep for, cut for, tier target, connect for, quizzes, blind tier lists, trivia, start bench cut. Like, they got a bunch of fun stuff. I did the keep for, cut for already, just to see what it was like, see if it worked. And let me tell you guys, by the way, daily, this thing changes daily, they update it. I absolutely nailed the keep for, cut for. I mean, the only justification you could have here is if I swap Dante for Miles Bridges, but even then, I wouldn't do that anyways. I think Dante's probably better at this moment. So I absolutely nailed this tier list. Like, the first three were Bagley, Herter, Sexton, and I cut all three and was like, fuck, here I go. But no, I ended up making the right choice, yeah. So this website is pretty interesting. Let's go through some of these games. I want to start off with a blind tier list. Not exactly sure what to expect here, but Kristaps Porzingis. He's going to go in the tier... I'm going to put him in tier 3. We're going to see where this goes. Peyton Pritchard. No disrespect. He could go in tier 3 as well, honestly. Okay, there's all-time legends in here. I didn't know that. Kevin McHale's going to have to go at 2. Antoine Walker... 4, I guess. I love Twan. I don't know. Is this an all Celtics tier list? I'm realizing it might be. Paul Pierce is 2. Tatum. Will I get Bird? If I get Bird, that's like if I get Dave Cowens or Bill Russell, then I'm fucked. But Tatum 1. Oh well. Al Horford, you're going down to the bottom, buddy. You betrayed us for Golden State. It's over. Tiny Archibald was really good, but really only like a 6-man by the time he got to Boston. Ray Allen can go in the 3rd tier. And motherfucker. The last one's Kevin Garnett, who's got to go down low. It's awful. Kevin Garnett being the lowest one. It's probably like a 70, 72. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's where things really went wrong. Was just KG. If I swap KG and like, I don't know, Pritchard, it's a little bit better. I don't know. I kind of got fucked with that one. The top of the lineup I'll take. Like, Porzingis didn't have the longest tenure in Boston. Peyton Pritchard's only got really 1 accolade. It's 6-man of the year, which is a valuable accolade, but Kevin McHale is the original 6-man of the year type of guy. Ray Allen is not better than Paul Pierce all time. And then the bottom, like, 3, 4, I got pretty well. Like, Twan, I love Twan. He was a bucket, but he never really, like, won anything here. And then Al Horford, goodbye. And our Tiny Archibald was a 6-man, like I said. So that was a fun little game right there. All right, we're on to start, bench, cut. LaMelo Ball, Jamal Murray, Trae Young. Jamal Murray is going to start. And I think I'm going to bench LaMelo Ball, and I'm going to have to cut Trae Young. 35% of people agree with me. There's 11% of people that said that they would start Trae Young. You might be out of your fucking mind, but Jamal should be the obvious answer. Nobody's starting LaMelo Ball. That's kind of tough. All right, let's see what other ones we got. Start, bench, cut. Jaylen Brown, Halliburton, and Karl Anthony Towns. I'm going to start Tyrese Halliburton, and I know that might be crazy, but he was the number 1 option on a team that just went 7 games in the finals last year. I know the Achilles injury sucks and everything like that, but like, the guy was almost the finals MVP. Like, he was, if he didn't get hurt, we never know what happens in that game 7. I'm gonna bench Jaylen Brown, and I'm gonna cut Karl Anthony Towns. At 38% would see Jaylen Brown 1. I understand it. He's a bucket. He's an MVP candidate right now. I know the NBA is very much so like a what have you done for me lately type of league, but it feels overly reactionary when, again, Tyrese Halliburton was just in the finals as the main guy. And I know Jaylen Brown's won a finals MVP before, but he's never been the guy on the team, even when he won the finals MVP. No disrespect. That's just what we're looking at. Start, bench, cut. Rasheed, DeMontis, and Bam Adebayo. I'm going to cut DeMontis Sabonis. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Now, let me tell you, Rasheed in today's NBA would be considered like a top 15 player because he could score. He could shoot from behind the arc, which was very rare for a power forward back then. He was a bruiser down low, really good defender. I think I'm actually going to start him over Bam Adebayo, and I think a lot of people are going to agree with that. Yeah, that's the most common lineup was with Sheed, Bam, and Sabonis. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Giannis. Well, this is a trick question. I think I'm going to start Nikola Jokic, and geez, man. I know this is going to maybe make some people not happy. I'm going to bench Giannis, and I'm going to cut Shai. A lot of people actually agree with me, which is rare. But the reason why I'm cutting Shea is simply because, like, these two are unstoppable scorers. And I know Shea is averaging 32 a game. He's not a stoppable scorer either. But, like, the rate and the efficiency at which Jokic and Giannis can get buckets is just unmatched. They both shoot like 60% from the field because it's all restricted area stuff. DeMar DeRozan, Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner. Call me crazy, I'm starting Franz Wagner. Debo versus Paolo, it's a lot closer than I think people would assume. Paolo has been, to say the least, disappointing this year. Very disappointing to what I expected. My expectations were higher for him. I expected more. With that being said, I still think I'm going to choose him over Debo because the defensive upside. People are taking Paolo number one. Frankly, you're just wrong. You watch the Magic games. I know potential's there, and Paolo has the potential to be one of them guys. But, nah, man. Paolo, his impact on the game sometimes is just not there. I mean, you could see it right now. Orlando's been playing mid as hell without Franz. But without Paolo last year, they went on a decent little streak where Franz was killing. I don't know. Food for thought. And also, Franz can shoot threes now. Paolo, it's year, 4? And he still can't do that. So, a little bit of alarming shit there. They're putting DeMar. Some people started DeMar. You need to go to AA. Go to AA. Get some help. Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Shaq. All right. I think I'm going to start the Diesel. And you know what? Some guy really made me mad arguing about Magic Johnson the other day. So now AIDS Boy is getting cut. Good fucking bye. We got 24% of people that agree with me. I'm starting Shaq because he's simply unstoppable. Prime Shaq. I mean, I was talking to my dad about this yesterday. Shaq in Orlando in today's NBA is just Giannis. And then Shaq, Lakers era in today's day and age would be closer to like Jokic or someone of the sort. Not Jokic, because Jokic can shoot and step out, but yeah, I mean, it's obviously like anytime he's in the paint, it's basically going in. The shot is going in anytime he's in the lane. I'm benching Steph Curry because I think honest to God, I just think he has higher highs than Magic Johnson. I know Magic Johnson has a finals MVP and all that type of stuff, but Steph Curry is the only unanimous MVP in history of basketball, and Magic Johnson's won a few of those. You know what I mean? Just food for thought. Darren Williams, Gilbert Arenas, Tyrese Maxey. All of these guys had short primes. Tyrese Maxey's still in his prime. That's why it's been a short prime. With all that being said, I'm going to cut Darren Williams. My everlasting impression of him will be the last few years, the Dallas run, the Cavs run, even the late stage of the Nets run. The wheels fell off on Darren Williams down the stretch. Gil had high highs, really high highs. Toe-to-toe with LeBron in a playoff game, toe-to-toe with Kobe a couple of times. Like, he had high highs. And I'm going to start Tyrese Maxey. Most people agree with me, and I understand that. It's just these two had injury-riddled short stints. You know what I mean? Their peaks were really high. You know, Arenas and Darren Williams were shooting stars. Tyrese Maxey could be a sun. You know what I mean? All of them are stars. It's just Maxey's going to burn brighter and longer than an Arenas or a Darren Williams. Coop Flag, Amen Thompson, Jalen Green. All right, well, Cooper Flag's starting. I'm going to bench Amen and then just cut Jalen Green. 33. Whoa. 50% of people say they would take Amen Thompson over Cooper Flag. 50. I love Amen Thompson. Freak athlete. Don't get me wrong. But, dog, he's one of the worst three-point shooters in basketball. And on top of that, like, Cooper Flag's averaging like 22 over the last month. I don't know. This is wild. And you'd say defense, but defensively the gap's not that far apart. Cooper Flag can create in the mid-range too. He makes his mid-range shots at a decent clip, which is something a men still can't do. I don't know. I just view the higher ceiling with Cooper Flag. Everyone agrees we're benching. Yo, 5% of you said cut Cooper Flag. You're an idiot. Jalen Green's played like 2 games this year. 4 max. Sean Kemp, Blake Griffin, Chris Webber. Good old power forwards. Power forwards in the game. Older power forwards. I think I'm going to have to start. Do I want to start Sean Kemp? He had a really low end of his career as well. You think about the Cavs days, the Orlando days, like, it wasn't as effective. I saw a podcast interview with him recently. He still looks drunk, you know. I know he's got about 30 kids, so good for him. Maybe he's active in their lives. Blake Griffin, stand-up comedian, and Chris Webber is still looking for that elusive timeout he never had. Blake Griffin, do I want to start him? I'm going to start Blake Griffin. He was getting MVP votes. Like he was I think he was top 4 in MVP one year. I think it was 2K16, the year where it was like Curry, Harden, Blake Griffin, I think is the top 3. That's why they were all the cover of 2K. And then Sean Kemp. And I love C-Web. But again, he feels like another guy later in his career who was injured. I'm actually the least popular here. People are underrating Sean Kemp. Even in his later days in Cleveland, he was still an all-star. No disrespect to C-Web, but I remember his days playing with the 76ers late in his career, where they were hyping up him and Iverson together like they were going to fucking do something. They did nothing. I'll give you a free answer as to what they did. Nothing. Disrespecting the hell out of Sean Kemp. Hold on. We're going to pull up Sean Kemp's numbers for the youth. 3-time All-NBA. This guy has a couple of one season of averaging 20. Couple of seasons of averaging pretty close to that. Damn, 4 turnovers a game. That's not great. But also, like, 56% from the field, 74 from the free throw line, 11.5 rebounds per game, 1.5 blocks. That's not bad. 2.5, or it's almost 3 stocks per game every year. He was good for over a steal and a block per game with 8 rebounds. 11th in MVP in Cleveland. Yeah, I was trying to tell people, like, I understand he had a short prime, but it feels like all these guys did. 2019 Blake Griffin is the highest peak of any of them, in my opinion. None of these guys had a season better than 2019 Pistons Blake. Up next, we got Trey Murphy, J-Dub, and Austin Reeves. Based off this season and this season alone, it's Reeves, Murphy, J-Dub. I know, I'm in the minority there. That's funny. A lot of people would start J-Dub, and I get that after last year's finals. He dropped 40. I based it on this season. On this season alone, it would not be that. You know what I mean? It would probably be something along the lines of that. Yeah, I think I'd still take that because Reeves is a better scorer than J-Dub is. J-Dub's a very versatile defender, but his scoring has not been great this year. And Trey Murphy just doesn't have the legacy behind it, but he really could be a real, like, an all-star type of guy. All right, we'll see what tier target is. What is this? So, Andrew Wiggins. What is the pass? Oh, you can pass players. Oh, that's on me. All right, Max Strus is getting put, like, I don't know, down. How do I move him somewhere? He's going to go there. Emmanuel Quickly, he can go into the tier 2. Giannis is going to go right into 1. Corey Kispert, he can go into 1. He's a role player just like Max Strus. Nikhil is going to go in 2 as well. Russell Westbrook. I'm saying today Russell Westbrook, no offense, he's going to 1. He's just really old. Ricky Rubio's not even active anymore. Kobe White can go into 2 as well. Jason Richardson in his prime was an all-star. He can go up there. Oh, and Tracy McGrady. I did pretty good right there. I feel like I cooked. Accuracy bonus is only an 82. What could I have changed realistically? Like, I could move Russ up. I was basing it on this year because I didn't know it was all-time legends. I didn't know Tracy McGrady and Jason Richardson were going to show up. I expected this to be active players, so I went active. But if I'm going all-time, then we're moving Russell Westbrook up to where Tracy McGrady is. He could sit 1 below Giannis. Oh, you can also see what the category is. The category is career total rebounds. So Jaren is going to go in 1 because he doesn't grab any. Modest is still young. He's going to go to 1. Devin Booker can go to 2. Nikhil can go to... Is he going to have more than Jaren? I doubt it. Bane, he's had some rebounds. Fuck. Elton Brand's going to go to 3. Giannis is going to go to 1. Dikembe can go to 1 because he has a lot. Lamar Odom can go to 2. Meta World Peace going to have to go to 3. Yeah, it's going to suck. All right, that sucks. Run it back. All right, so if I'm doing career total 3s, Corey Kispert, he can go into the 2. That's cool. Cameron Payne, I don't know, 1. Tyrese, he can go to 3. He's made a bunch. Garland, 3. Maxey, 2. Draymond, no. Shamit, no. These aren't the players who I'm fucking looking for. Pascal can go into the 4 times, though. He's been around a while. Jamal Murray can go to 2 times. That'll get me right into the yellow. And then Jason Kidd, that'll get me into the green. We're good. I tell you what, man. This the career total points. I'm having some fun with this, actually. Career total points, Joe Smith. 2? I don't know. I don't feel like he has a lot. Paul George. If I do 3 times for Paul George, he's gonna... it's gonna be a lot of points. You know what? Let's do it. Oscar. Just times 1, please. Brad Miller times 1. Pajemski times 1. Jordan Poole times 2. De'Aaron Fox. I could 4 times him and probably still be in the yellow. I am. Perfect. Baron Davis times 1. Cron Butler times 3. Tumani Kamara times 2. And we're in there. Barely make it in, but we got in there. Career total assists, Cuttino Mobley. Cuttino Mobley does the association now on NBA TV. You'll see him on there every once in a while. I think he had Cuttino's Cats the other day where he was going over players he really likes, and they were called Cuttino's Cats. I don't know. Cuttino Mobley, how many total assists does he have? I can 2 times that. He wasn't passing like that. Donovan Mitchell, 3 times. Marcus Camby, he can be 4 times because I know he does not pass. So can Corey Kispert can go to 2 times. Steve Francis can go to 3 times. That'll get me closer to yellow. Gabe Vincent, 1 time. Alec Burks, 1 time. Metta World Peace, 1 time. Gilbert Arenas, 1 time. Hassan Whiteside, 2 times? Shit. Yeah, I kind of overthought that one. We got to try again. We're going to get 1 more, and then I think we're going to switch over. Your total assists, slow-mo, 1 times. I'm not wasting it. Robert Parrish, 2 times. I don't think he has that many, but he played for a while. Jabari Walker, well, 1 times that. The Admiral can be 4 times. That's probably a bad call, but either way. Bill Walton, 3 times. He could pass. Onyeka, 1 time. This one isn't turning out well. I don't want Michael Redd. I don't want Josh Okogie. Daryl Armstrong, 3 times. He was a point guard at least. Duncan Robinson, pass. Jerry West, 2 times. That should just about get me there. Karis LeVert, 1 times. Russell Westbrook, 2 times. Yeah, definitely. Right in the green, too, basically. Damn it. I was close, but whatever. Okay, this game is called Blind 2. It gives you a pair of former teammates, and you have to rank them blindly, I believe. I think that's just about it. It's pretty straightforward. Stockton and Malone's going to have to go number 2. They were really, really good. Harden Leonard's going to go 3rd because they never really won anything together. Garland Mitchell's going to have to go like 5th because they haven't even made a conference finals. Boncaro Wagner's going to go 6th because they've done even worse than Garland Mitchell. Siakam Halliburton is going to go 4th. And the best one's Thompson Curry. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. What do we get here for real score? 76 is not what I was expecting, to be honest with you. I kind of expected more because, like, I don't know, man. Stockton Malone, you could put number 1 because they have the longevity and all the stats. But, like, Stephen Clay won. And that's what I think is most important when I'm looking at this. But I don't know. I think it's pretty close. In terms of real talent, like, Harden and Kawhi might be the most talented duo on here. But they haven't won anything. You know, they didn't even win a first-round series last year. That was a fun little game. What other ones we got? We got Connect 4 in here. I don't know what I'm playing here. So I got to connect. I'm so confused. Hold on, I need help. Choose your starting 5 by connecting a player from each row. I'll do Amen Thompson with Kawhi. And then, okay, so we have to chain it together, which is even more aids. Amen Thompson and Kawhi Leonard would go really well with, I don't want to give him fucking Dennis Rodman. They need spacing. You know what? I'll go Dennis Rodman here, just so that way I can go Luka there. And then at the bottom, mystery player Brandon Miller or Jordan Poole. So what do I need? I have a 1, I have a 2, I have a 3, I have a 4. I need a 5-man, and they're not giving me one. So I guess I'm going to have to go mystery player. And the mystery player is Quentin fucking Grimes. Oh, if they gave me a center, it would have been very much cooking. I would have been cooking, to be honest with you. What if I do... Oh, there's more rounds. Okay, round 2. This is harder than I anticipated it to be because now we're building around rookies. And so far, the best one looking here-wise is Edgecombe. I'm going to pair VJ with... I think he could use a... I don't think I want any of them, to be honest with you. I don't like this at all. Can I do VJ with LaMelo? I don't like that, but these are all like the same quality of guard. What if I go backwards? I'll pair him with Darren Williams, and then from there we'll go Vic. From Vic to Kobe, and then Kobe. So what do I have? I have Darren Williams at the 1, VJ at the 2, Kobe at the 3. I have a 5-man. I kind of need a bigger guy that can play the 4-ish. I guess that'll have to. I don't know, man. Poor T-Mac. He's gonna be playing the 4, but that's not a bad lineup. It's not. The one people have used most is VJ, LaMelo, Vic, Kobe, Shea. It's not a bad thought. There's not enough like size on this list. Pause. Too many guards. Next up, we got LeBron, Kareem, and Mike. Oh, Jesus Christ! You're asking me to pick between my 3 favorite children. I'm gonna build my team around LeBron. I feel like it's just easier to do because he's a jack of all trades. He can play point guard, the wing, the off guard, the big. He can really do it all. I'm gonna pair LeBron with Jokic because that'd be nasty passing. Like, that's unguardable, right? So we have our 4 and our 5, and now all I can take is another 5. So LeBron, you're going to be moving up to the 3, and we're going to be playing the Admiral at the 4 because the Admiral could hold that shit down. He played the 5 next to Duncan. So realistically, we play Jokic at the 4. He could be our Duncan. Do I want a mystery player or do I just want Austin Reeves? I just kind of want Austin Reeves, low-key. And then I guess we'll go mystery player here. And the mystery player is Rasheed Wallace. This is a big-ass team. I just made a massive fucking team. It's going to be Austin Reeves at the 1, Bron, Sheed, Jokic, Admiral. That's a big-ass team, man. I just made a gargantuan lineup with a couple of really good scorers, though. Reeves, Wallace, and even Jokic and LeBron can all step out. The most common lineup was Bron, Jokic, Robinson. Who is that? Malik fucking Beasley? And then Rasheed Wallace. I swear to God, that's Malik Beasley. Okay. Next up, we got all the former. Well, not all the former. I could just do mystery player right off the rip. That'd be a fun gamble. You know what? For content, we're building around mystery player, whoever he may be. I want Kevin Garnett next out of that. So we got our 4. I want the playmaking wing. Give me Franz. Actually, I don't want Franz. Can I go back in time, actually? All right, well, I can't now. That's tough. Do I just take 2 mystery players for content? I'm taking 2 mystery players for content. So we have Franz. We have 2 forwards. If I'm starting right now, I'm going to need a passer, so I'm going to take James Harden. And the 2 randoms are Bill Russell and Chris Paul. That's a fucking god squad, buddy. I just built a crazy team right there. Y'all can admit. Chris Paul, James Harden, Franz Wagner, Kevin Garnett, Bill Russell. That's a fucking demon team I just built. I cooked. All centers. I'm going to build it around Pow because I like the skill set more. I feel like I like that skill set. What happens if I go Dwayne Wade? Oh, I can only take mystery player and then Luka? I don't like any of this. What if I go, I don't want Dikembe, and I don't want Rudy, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to start around Dikembe, though. That 3-time defensive player of the year. He could score a little bit. I'll take James Harden to pair with him. So I got my 1, and I got my 5. I'll take Giannis at the 4, and then we're going to go, I need scoring in bunches, and I don't like any of my options. Shit. I guess that's my problem is that I'm too short-sighted. I make these picks about who I want here, not thinking about the next row right underneath it. So that's kind of an issue for me. So I have my 4 and my 5. That means Giannis is going to be playing the 3, which means I'm probably going to take K-Love at the 4 and then just do mystery player, who turns out to be Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That was fun. This was a fun game. I enjoyed it a lot. Is there one more, or is that it? All right, I see this thing called Trivia, and I want to try this out. 7-time All-Star, played for Miami. 3-time All-Star, played for Indiana. And then 1-time Finals MVP, played for Boston. So, is this all... Wait, hold on, I need help. Okay, so I have 6 attempts to guess each player. A new hint will be shown after attempting a guess for all 3 players. Start by selecting the first gray square. In the search box that appears, guess the name of the player based on the first hint. The square will turn green if it's correct. It'll turn yellow if it's a different square. And the square will remain gray if the player is not in any of the squares. Okay, so 1-time Finals MVP, played for Boston. I'm thinking of a bunch of them, right? 1-time Finals MVP, it could be Cedric Maxwell. And I think I'm going to start it with Jaylen Brown, right? It just makes sense. It's not him. Okay. 7-time All-Star, played for Miami. So it's not like D. Wade. I don't know if they mean all with Miami, because if it's a 7-time All-Star all with Miami, I might be perplexed, because I think D. Wade was more than 7, if my math is correct. He gets drafted in 03, makes it probably an All-Star game in 03, 04, goes all the way to past 2010. Yeah, he's more than a 7-timer. Alonzo Mourning, Chris Bosh could be a 7-time All-Star. It feels close to right. Played for Miami. I don't know. I'm just going to guess Bosh. And then a 3-time All-Star for Indiana. 3-time All-Star, played for Indiana. Is Domantas Sabonis a 3-time All-Star? I think Domantas Sabonis is a 3-time All-Star. So I'm going to put in Sabonis, and let's see what I get. Okay, so the Heat player is also a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, which now makes it sound like it's just Alonzo Mourning. Is that correct? Yeah. The 3-time All-Star for Indiana also has a ring, and he played for Indiana. Reggie Miller doesn't have a ring. Ron Artest has a ring. Because Ron Artest. Meta? Oh, Meta World Peace. There we go. No, it's not him. Okay. He's a 10-time All-Star, 1-time Finals MVP, and played for Boston. This sounds more like, I think Larry was more than a 1-time Finals MVP, though. He's only a 1-time Finals MVP, but he played for 10 seasons and was an All-Star. I don't know how many times Bird was. I'm just going to punch in Bird, even though I think he's like 14. It's not Larry. All right, so this guy has an All-NBA second team as well. And then this guy has 1 ring as well. 1 ring and 10 All-Star games and 1 Finals MVP. So 1 ring. So it's none of them like McHale or Parrish or any of them because they won multiple. He won 1 ring but won 1 Finals MVP. Is this Pascal Siakam? I mean, it tracks. He has 1 ring with the Raptors. He has, I don't know if it's 3-time All-Star. That feels like it's low. I know he's 2-time All-NBA, but it says 1-time All-NBA second team, which I think tracks. It's Pascal. Why do I not know my own team? This guy has 1 ring with the Celtics. He's a 10-time All-Star. 10-time All-Star, 1 ring. Oh, it's Paul Pierce. I was thinking of who could have been on that team that got the ring in 08. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I kind of fucking botted around the second guess there, but I ended up getting it. What a fun game. What a fun little website we got here. I've had fun with this. They even have tier lists down here that you guys could do. Like, this shit is interactive, and they have a draft mode, which you have to lock in to do, compete against your friends. Like, you could do that type of stuff. Like, this seems like a fun little website that I got to keep updated with because they got some fun games here. But that's all. I've tried them all, I believe, which means it's the end of the video. If you've enjoyed this video, you should like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out hoopgoat. Pretty cool website that I had no idea existed before today. I'm going to catch you game. See you guys in the next one.